Any long-term solution needs to do more than just move loiterers from one location to another, but no one seems to have any clear answers. Natalie Duddridge, CTV News, Saskatoon. Eventually, the city hopes to move towards a pay-as-you-throw program where garbage is weighed and homeowners are charged for how much they throw out. I'm standing ankle deep in Warman Lions Park, where city crews are working overtime to get the flooding cleaned up. But not everyone wants to see the air show happen. A veteran and member of the Saskatoon Peace Coalition says the Canada Remembers Air Show is not a fitting tribute to veterans. In the next decade, the number of people living with diabetes in Saskatchewan will increase to more than 10% of the population. Scientists say that healthy eating, weight control, and physical activity are an important part of helping to prevent the disease. Natalie Duddridge, CTV News, Manitou Beach.
Will be an issue, Natalie.
Thanks, Veronica. Yes, traffic detours are making this year's Canada Day celebrations a little tougher to get to. Residents have started a messy and emotional cleanup after last night's storm flooded dozens of homes.
Like last night, it was really scary out there, and you know, the flood, like the water was so high, you know, and you just, here we go.
This isn't the first time Paulette's home has been flooded. This time she was prepared with waterproof bins, but that still didn't protect all of her belongings from the pool in her basement. The west side of Saskatoon seems to have taken the worst of the storm. Retention ponds were at capacity and dozens of cars were flooded. This car's headlight was even filled with water, and this pathway was completely flooded.
Last night about midnight when the storm started, they came up to here, which is about 5.5 feet from the bottom of the walkway. And on the street, it was even further up.
Chad Peterson's home has been flooded 3 times in the last 5 years. Now he and his wife Christy are worried they won't be able to get insurance again, and damage will be in the tens of thousands of dollars.
Oh, I'm beyond stressed because I don't think we even have insurance now. So it's rough.
Many families have rescued what they can, but with no insurance, they're looking for answers.
Like, I've worked hard for this stuff, and nobody seems to want to help me right now.
The Saskatoon Housing Authority says it will do what it can for people in its homes, including moving people into hotels.
We're just going there, going to pump out as soon as we can, and once we pump it out, clean it up, sanitize it, and as soon as the unit is safe and healthy to go back to, then the tenant will be asked to go back to their unit.
The cleanup could take weeks and potentially cost millions of dollars. At this point, no one is sure how much damage has been done. For many, it's a nightmare that seems to happen year after year. Natalie Duddridge, CTV News, Saskatoon. The massive tornado tossed the Bulmer's car into a field where it landed on its roof. When the accident happened, it was so dark and rainy, many in the area say the Bulmers may not have even seen the tornado coming.
The car did. Well, approximately a quarter mile or so from the road. It took a little hike to get out there.
51-year-old Roger Bulmer was from St. Brew. He was taken to hospital but died of his injuries. His 19-year-old son Troy was a passenger. Emergency crews found him walking for help.
After they drove about, half a mile east, they came upon the 19-year-old. He had said, my dad is badly injured, and he showed them where the car was at, and then I think they were both taken to the hospital.
People we contacted in St. Brew were reluctant to talk about the tragedy. Many said they were just learning about it when we called. The tornado didn't cause any other fatalities, but took the roof right off this farmer's home. Some say it was the worst tornado in the area they've ever seen. While the tragedy sounds like a freak accident, safety officials say it's not as uncommon as you might think.
It happens more often than we'd like it to happen. And there is nothing that you can do about it, because weather-wise you can't argue with the wind. Whether it's tornado, whether it's a plow wind, whatever it is, you have to seek shelter.
Reichert says it's important to find a low place like a ditch or an underpass and stay there until the tornado is over. Unfortunately, with the darkness and heavy rain, the Bulmers might not have even had a chance to find safety. Natalie Duddridge, CTV News, Saskatoon.
Natalie Duddridge reports on this new procedure that's heating up parts of campus.
These creepy crawlers come out at night and feed on people while they're sleeping. They're bed bugs.
Some companies are saying they've increased 900% in the last 10 years, but year over year, absolutely, we're seeing more and more bed bugs.
Crews were at Assiniboine Hall, a University of Saskatchewan residence, using a new heat treatment. An infected apartment is heated to 57 degrees Celsius to dehydrate the bugs and kill them. It was so hot in the room, our cameras were fogging up.
Normally you'll find them up underneath here, underneath these plastic caps. Like there's a little one, probably first stage right here, just fed, running around. The eggs pretty much pop like popcorn, and everything else just gets dehydrated and just dries up and dies.
University officials say it's a growing problem, likely because students are traveling more frequently.
A lot of it is contributed to travel. A lot of people coming from other countries and just general travel back and forth around here too, like through North America. And we do have a lot of students that come from all over the world.
This is one of 4 heaters in the room, bringing the temperature to over 50 degrees Celsius, and it's sweaty in here. It's going to take about 4 more hours for the bed bugs to completely dehydrate.
You get used to it. You sweat a lot. You definitely want to shower when you go home, but at least working in the heat, I know I'm not going to bring bed bugs home. It kills them all. Working with chemicals, you never know if they climbed up your leg into a pocket or something.
Bed bugs can survive up to 18 months without feeding. So as for prevention, there's not a lot people can do.
It's never a sanitation issue. It's just a hitchhiker. It's come along and now it's infested your place because you brought it home in your luggage.
The bugs should be gone from this apartment, but with growing numbers of cases across the country, the problem is not going away anytime soon. Natalie Duddridge, CTV News, Saskatoon.
Before he disappeared anyway.
When Joan and Al Morrison woke up Saturday morning, they had a sprightly surprise. Their garden gnome, which disappeared a month earlier, had returned, and he had plenty of vacation pictures.
I went outside to get the paper, and about 5:30, and he was sitting on the front step with his lovely plate and a zipper bag of pictures, about 30 of them, some odd.
The leprechaun's journey took him far and wide.
And this is all along the coastline of New Brunswick, so between St. John and Moncton.
The Morrisons contacted everyone they could think of, but none of their friends or relatives had recently traveled to the East Coast.
I wish he could talk. You know, he'd have quite the story to tell. But yeah, I guess we'll never really know. He's had a great journey, but we'll never know.
This leprechaun was taken from a spot right here, and Joan and Al say they have no idea, with him being in the backyard, how someone would have seen him back here.
Why or how come, and you don't know who it might be. It's one of those things, I guess, that is going to probably remain a mystery.
And Joan would like it to stay that way.
Who would do this? You know, I'm thinking about it, and I'm saying I really don't want to know. It's a fun thing, and I've enjoyed it.
As far as Joan's leprechaun is concerned, he's not about to spoil it either. Natalie Duddridge, CTV News, Saskatoon.